Hello, everybody, and welcome to A Scene for Living Word of Darkness Rage Across New York, as we are joined with the glorious one known as Aidan Lynch Krause, who has just literally come back from doing his Adrian challenge, which he fucking passed. Yeah, he did. As the kinfolk have been gathered unknowingly by Aidan by 10 point, as they begin to sing, well, in a celestial chorus of glorious. Aidan, surprised, amused, and well, you know what? They're goddamn fucking right. He's glorious as he spreads his arms around, probably tapping a few of the kinfolk, patting them on the shoulder, giving them the finger guns. He makes his way through with that trademark Aidan Lynch Krause swagger. As you know, yeah, to be honest, he just lives up the moment, really. As he's walking.
Aidan is afforded a certain amount of time to revel in his welcome home, because it wouldn't make much sense to go through all this effort and pull so many strings and beg and plead with so many kinfolk if he didn't have a chance to just enjoy it. 10 point, however, slowly approaches critical mass. And sooner or later, he will have walked through the group as they sing, as they smile, as they laugh. I mean, Aidan is fairly well liked by the kinfolk. It honestly probably wasn't that hard to get a hold of a decent little number of them that were willing to pull this bit of a joke and a welcome home on him. So he gets to walk through, and he gets to, enjoy himself and kind of revel in it. And then he gets to cope with, the impact of another full-sized adult body.
Yeah, it doesn't do that well. Just
Thankfully, it is not, in fact, a full-on rugby tackle. But it is a very enthusiastic at least half a tackle and half a hug. Accompanied, as it must be, by the very, very familiar Raya!
Oh, yeah. Hi, 10 point. Hi. Honey, you're squeezing the life out of me. 10 point. Ribs, please. Thank you. Come on. Separate. That's it.
But yeah, she is slowly pried off. Mostly.
Yep. No need to squeeze so tight. It's fine. Pats her on the head.
It's been gone a long time.
I know that. It would be nice to breathe. Seeing as you nearly crushed my rib cage.
Not that strong, man.
I know, but it's fine. Never mind. It just pats her again. It was a joke. You kind of look at everybody kind of awkwardly and smile.
And then...
Oh, no.
Out of the shadows, the nearby trees, one man and one metis stand talking. But another figure approaches, a challenger, you might say. The red hair, the crimson curse, bolts out of the tree line, dropping bags, blankets, and birdseed nonetheless. As Aidan is taken by surprise and rugby tackled again.
Yeah, he make the probably like hit off 10 point and hit the ground as the Crimson Devil lands on top of him.
She just sets up the brightest smile. Hey.
Hi, Helena.
You're back.
I am. Yes. That's me. That's me.
10 point, he's back.
Yes. Meanwhile, 10 point probably got bumbled to the ground in the process. Somehow, the tiny Theurge has taken out 2 full-grown Guru. Very embarrassing for everyone.
Looked out the strength. Maybe Fox.
Hi. Yes. Hello. I'm back. Yeah. Hello.
I thought you were like gone.
No.
Quinn suddenly looks very stricken with the idea.
No. Listen, Helena, honey, baby, honey. Listen, you can't get rid of Aiden Lynchcross, all right? You smirk.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I just reminded you. You know, it's completely fine.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now, Helena, I would like
Yeah?
to get off the ground, please, because you know.
Oh, shit. She just kind of scrambles and like stands up.
He stands up slowly, you know, cracking his neck, like, "Yep, I've been rugby tackled by 2 people. I'm fine. Of course, I'm fine. I
it.
mean, you know." Dusts himself off, rubs her hair. So, how have you 2 lovely ladies been?
Uh, it's been all right. I think. I don't know.
Here's the real question: how many bracelets is Helena already wearing?
She has 4 on her left arm and 5 on her right arm. And you can see if you look back at where her bag was dropped and things have fallen out, including loose birdseed that some birds are now picking at. There is a small clear plastic bag full of bracelets.
Oh,
What?
what's with the bracelets there, Han?
Oh, yeah. That reminds me, she just runs off to go collect the bag.
You look over at 10 Point. Is she all right or something? Did you hit her in the head? What did you do? You know, just stare.
What? Me? What? I just gave her the thread. Kind of gestures over. You know, and she kind of leans over, dropping her voice, but you remember the Den Father took her book and told her to find other ways too.
So you gave her an arm. Did you break the baby?
What? I didn't break
No,
it.
did you break the baby?
I just gave her threads because, you know, sometimes you tie them around your fingers to remember things and thought it was clever.
I'm watching you.
Frowny face. Saddest face. He's already disapproving and he just got home.
He's smiling.
She looks like a kicked puppy.
He was smiling and rougher. I'm just joking with you. You didn't break the baby yet. It's quite common, actually. They normally go through an obsessive phase. It's kind of weird. I used to be obsessed with, you know, like cars. I still love cars. I fucking love cars at 10 Point.
You do, right? No, it's all from memory.
Don't worry. Oh shit, she's coming back. Okay, act natural. Smile.
Meanwhile, he's like reached out and patted her on the head, and yeah, she has immediately just shrugged up under the arm and is relatched onto his side like a fucking lamprey.
And she, and the word, as many times as it can be said in all descriptions, literally comes bumbling back. Overflowing bag over shoulder, things, including birdseed falling out of it. With this small plastic bag full of bracelets. She just kind of like looks down at them, looks at Aiden, looks at 10 Point, looks down at them, looks at the choir.
The choir is slowly dissolving and wandering off.
They probably move quicker when they see Helena charging with friendship bracelets. Like, oh god.
I mean, they're all very nice, amiable people, but it is kind of the middle of the night. And they did have to, like, run out of their various homes and whatnot.
What? Ooh. Looks at the friendship bracelets, looks at Helena, looks at 10 Point.
What?
Am I getting one?
Yeah. She reaches in and ruffles around for a minute. She pulls one out. It's like nothing like spectacular. It's like a band of blue, like a blue bracelet with a pink strip going through the middle. And she just thrusts it at you.
You take it and put it on quite enthusiastically. Well, damn fucking right, I'm getting one.
Yep, Timpone will tie it on for him, if only because it's very hard to tie those things one-handed.
So, like, is this a specific code or something?
No.
Like,
No.
you should,
No.
you should get
Nothing?
one.
No?
You should, no, Anna. You should get ones that register like as friend, and then ones that like are not friend, and then like
I think I'd forget which ones they were.
Yeah, but you write them down.
I'm not allowed to write stuff down.
Yeah, well, adapt.
That's what the colors are for.
But turns at some point. I realize that.
Funny face.
At some point, Jason will, having been called from God only knows how far away, wander through the dissipating crowd of graduation gowned people looking really confused.
Oh, I will. Don't think I won't.
That's why I'm telling you to. And so a fourth challenge. Yes, no, third. Sorry.
Oh, wait, let me
Third
close the
challenger
last thing.
approaches. Jason, walking through the crowd, confused, startled. Fabulous.
In a nutshell, yes. Oh, yeah, I can't deny that one either.
Okay, that's all right.
I got 2 successes on that peony.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't hear anything, so I'm just going to stand here and look confused.
That seems good.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, she's lying.
There's an immediate like almost like a whiplash effect. Yes, she can.
What?
No, I saw that. No, you can't bullshit.
She's lying about the code. She has a code and she knows it.
No, that's mean. He's like, yes, you can. You have a code. You can't bullshit a bullshitter, Missy. No, I'm watching you.
You're a bullshit.
Yeah, I'm a ragabash. It's like kind of my job. Literally, I had to lie to an ancient gathering, and guess what? I got away with it.
Should you be telling people that?
I mean, everybody knows that.
But then if they find out that's...
Do they know you lied?
Semantics. I mean, I
And
adjusted
if they
the truth.
find out that you lied,
They're not gonna find out
how do you know?
because I'm eating Lynch Krause. Okay, Savvy.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
we're not going to tell them, I guess. Hey,
We're not.
you're
Oh,
you're back.
yes.
What
I
are we
am.
not telling people?
Nothing. Absolutely
Nothing at all. No, nothing.
No, nothing. We're talking about
nothing.
Hannah's things. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Aiden lying at people again, but that's
Why-
fine.
why
talking
are
about
why are you
bracelets.
why are you
Very
mentioning?
pretty bracelets.
I didn't mention it.
No,
mean,
you
look
mentioned that I like to people. I don't like to people.
I didn't mention that.
You are actively lying right now, Aiden. Let's just.
I mean, you don't know that.
You just said that you don't lie. So
I said I adjust
Cheers.
the truth.
So-
I adjust the truth, Jason. There's a complete difference to that.
That's lying.
That is there's no. It just turns it down and then just frowns. No. Besides, I like this friendship bracelet. Does that mean I'm lying?
I don't know. I hope.
when
hope
did you get
not.
back?
Literally a few minutes ago.
Then who graduated? I thought
Me.
was there.
I mean, clearly.
It was the closest thing I had to that I could get to the little dress things they were in the video.
Make it just for you, though.
I really like it.
Brightens up.
Both of you, I really like it. Don't I like
Glorious.
it? Yeah, he just nods at
He
him.
just
Like, yeah.
nods approvingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're looking at Aiden Lynch Krause, Adrian elimination.
Shit. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I wondered where the fuck you'd been.
Yeah, I'm back home to Do some things. Some wonderful, glorious
You've been
things.
missed. Well, obviously.
Well, I mean, he spread his hand, spread his arms. We all know. He smirk and put his both arms around the two Helena and 10 Point. We all know that.
10 Point is still surgically
Goes
attached to
without
his
saying.
side.
Goes without saying.
See, it's been very different. And Colin's so tired. She kind of glances up, actually, rather than like down at a watch or a phone screen. He's been asleep for well over an hour now.
Oh, watch officer coming on the call.
We're
Well, he almost died yesterday.
that.
Oh,
They
shit.
counted 1 hour, 45 minutes, 38 seconds.
Oh, there you go.
That is really creepy.
What?
Don't tell people to do that. That's weird.
Do what?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seconds is a little weird. I think
That's a bit weird, honey.
I don't. What?
I just thought it was accurate.
when you can't usually remember which pants you're wearing, knowing the number of seconds that someone has been asleep is a little odd.
It's a bit weird, honey.
No, who?
Oh, don't give me that.
What?
No,
And he just kind of reaches over and like ruffles her hair and is like, never change.
I don't get it.
Alright, come on. Where are we going? Where do we going to go again? Somewhere a drink that the Fianna people won't be crowding around me. Because I just want to sit down for a bit.
I don't
Yeah, she like
what-
opens her mouth and he's like that he won't get crowded by Fiona. She closes her mouth.
If you didn't want to get crowded, you should probably have warned us that you wanted to come back in secret. Honestly, I'm surprised that they're not all here yet.
True. But it'll be all fine. I'll handle that. There's somewhere quiet in the castle, right, 10 Point?
I'm sure we can find somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
The library?
Yeah, there you go. Just
There's a
make sure
library?
there's totally a library. There's always a
There's a
library.
library?
There's always a library.
I like libraries.
It never really occurred to me that there was more space in there than the bar.
It's a castle. We'll give her a stare. Jason a
Okay.
stare.
Very small one, but still a castle.
It's a castle, 10 Point. No, it's a castle.
I mean, I think a castle by any fortified
It's a castle.
building.
Okay?
What's the difference between a castle and a fort? Is it that the
castle's-
castle's all one building?
A castle's more grandiose. Way more grandiose. Anyway, come on, let's go to the castle. And you probably put Helen on the shoulders actually quite easily.
I'm not going to contest again, lifted up. But as you know, you get lifted up, and you I guess as they start walking, Jason, 10 Point,
Uh-huh.
you suddenly have friendship bracelets attached to your arms, and you don't know how they got there.
Don't question that.
Yeah,
It will
about time she
probably take-
realizes she'll glance,
Jason,
just twist her arm around, browse a
a
little
good long
bit.
while to. It'll take Jason a while to actually realize that it's there.
I made the rolls.
He's a clever boy.
But what colors?
Oh, colors? Jason? Jason gets a blue and pink one as well. 10 Point gets a blue and green one.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Eventually, when they get to the castle, he'll set Helena down off his shoulders and order about several rounds of drinks and just sit down in the chair, going, "Oh, thank fuck."
Yep. In fact, probably to stave his ambushing, 10 Point will make the amble to the bar to retrieve the drinks, because otherwise all hell will break loose.
Jason will go with her because extra hands never hurt.
So when he's on his own,
At which point he'll notice that he's suddenly wearing a friendship bracelet and look really confused. Just give 10 Point this like, huh? Expression.
I'm not sure when mine appeared either, but it's nice to have them. Shrugs. They're probably just carrying, like, one of them's carrying, like, a pitcher and a stack of cups, and the other one's carrying 2 more pitchers at this rate.
So when Aiden is alone with Helena, he'll adjust the friendship bracelet so it fits his wrist a bit better, and then we'll lean forward. Does this work on Krynos and all that?
I don't know. Probably not.
That's something you're going to need to check, or this will just get tragic.
But I can't do that.
I'll dedicate it to myself. There you go. Source that problem I did.
She smiles.
Have I missed any? Have I missed anything? And how have you been doing?
No. It's been all right.
I've missed a single thing.
Maybe a few things.
Okay. You just stare at her like...
Just kind of sits there and bounces a little bit. She kind of looks over to the side.
Right then. That's descriptive, Helena. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We just nod and just pat her on the head. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. We'll wait till Jason and 10 Point get back, because clearly they're the more coherent person to talk to. And then once they pour the pitchers, he'll drain his cup immediately and pour again, and then turn. So what have I missed? Because Helena's being Helena at the minute.
What?
Jason looks like a complete deer in the headlights.
I asked if anything had been going on, and everyone's, awkward.
There's a new order.
Saoirse mentioned that.
Yeah,
Some new cups.
Silver Fang.
Silver
2
Fang,
new
yeah.
cups.
2. Fucking
Both the Silver
fuck.
Fang.
Oh, you bringing an army with him, is he? That's a good thing I brought some Fianna boys back with me. Girl
Yeah.
too, you like her, Carissa. She's lovely.
Jason nods really awkwardly.
Takes a drink.
Pounce is gone.
Yeah, he'll stop then and look over. How'd you go out? Is down a raid?
No.
The head will
No.
twist. Yeah, that's when he'll turn fully. And the happy smile just seems to die a little. What happened?
Stupidity.
Which one of them killed her? Because if it's Desmond, I'll skin that fucker alive.
Nah, he's pretty pissed too.
Which one of them killed her?
It was one of the new cubs. It was John.
John. What's he?
Point looks a little stricken. Admittedly, she hasn't really gotten the news on this one yet.
Silver Fang Metis Arun of House Wormfowl.
Silver Fang met us. Thought Silver Fang don't have metas.
Apparently they happen occasionally, just not as often as other tribes.
And I can see fucking why. Right. What's been done with him? Is he dead?
No. There's been a Philodox Council. Thousand Whispers hasn't passed punishment judgment yet.
Right. Rub his chin. So
It's
what happened?
complicated.
So what happened? He fucking mauled her or something?
No, there was a stupid argument because he wanted to make statements that made his dick feel bigger.
Oh, he's one of them, is
And
he?
then there was a challenge. And they both almost died. And Pounce frenzied. And when he and the other people present couldn't pin her down while she was frenzying, he killed her.
Was there a Philodox present?
One of the other cubs.
A cub was allowed to preside over a challenge.
Nope. That's
Yeah,
also being addressed.
What the fuck was that cub?
The other
Otani.
guy.
Ahmed Philodox of Houseblood Redcrest.
So 2 silver fangs, cubs. Essentially just... That seems a bit suspicious, wouldn't you think?
Having talked to both of them, no. And Altani's pretty furious about it too.
Bet he is. Bet Jacob's is probably crying in his fucking tea now that he's fucking showed his... Yeah, fucking stupid. Stupid. Shake his head.
It was stupid. Especially since Pounce knew damn well we had Talons to prevent this kind of shit during challenges.
Yeah, well... Stupidity.
Nobody comes out with clean hands.
No. Nobody does. Might seem like the...
But it makes it harder.
It does, and has what has been done talked to the Denfather about. Because aggression breeds aggression. Has
I'm
the
aware.
has the Viadox Council talked about that yet?
Nope.
Of course
The Den
not.
Mother did offer her thumb as pence.
The Den Mother hasn't been... He'll turn and stare. Chloe's offered a son.
New Den Mother.
Not son.
Then what the fuck does she
And I'm
have
gonna
to
get
make
this
over-
wrong. Voice of Gentle Rains.
What the fuck does she have to offer anything when she wasn't present? She hasn't been training those cubs. He has.
Because she still feels that as the Den Mother she should have been. And a failure on their part is a failure on hers. Which I can respect.
Not.
She just whipped out a silver knife and hacked her thumb off.
Well, that takes balls, so at least someone's actually shown the proper fucking decorum.
Tempo
Well,
is to be ever so slightly more antsy.
See Helena looking down quite a lot and kind of shuffles in her seat a little bit.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'll say this. I don't fancy being that Silverfang cub Philodox because he's going to get the book fucking thrown at him.
I think, yeah,
And rightly he
he's
should. And rightly he
got a
should.
lot to learn.
Yeah. John, what auspice is he?
Arun,
Yeah.
the first thing Altani said was that as an Arun, it was literally his duty to subdue Pounce once she frenzied. And that's a valid enough statement. So he's not much of an Arun right now, I guess.
This duel. What form were they using? that got that bad? Lupus or what?
Krynos.
Oh, he knocks over the fucking pitcher.
Jason will catch the pitcher, but he's notably not drinking, possibly because he feels like if he tries to pick something up, he's going to do the same thing that he did to the couch.
For fuck's... Who the... Right, of course, yeah. No, of course, that's intelligent. Right.
Yeah, well, everyone's in agreement on that. Except John.
Of course then, he's in a room. He's a cub. He doesn't know any
He's an
fucking
idiot.
better.
He also
Yeah.
seems to relish a chance to wear his breed form.
He's one of yours. Look at 10 point.
I did say that, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's really a fair statement.
I mean, it's his actual form. Same way as we all walk and talk in Hamlet. I mean, 10 point does enjoy being in... You look at 10 point, honestly, you don't enjoy being in Krynos most of the time. I don't see anything
There's
wrong.
so an evasive kind of look.
I mean, I don't see a problem with that. He's a cub.
No.
And he's a cub that's been trained one way. That's to kill. And nobody's taught him the proper way yet.
That's the plan. Anyway.
Yeah. It better be the plan. Because...
He's
I could
not
say-
going to get more than one chance, Aiden.
if this was back where I was actually went to, he'd be dead already.
It's different there.
Everyone keeps saying that. That's a dead guru that won't help in the fight. All over some stupid challenge.
That's what I said.
That's what everyone has said.
And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The Pounce was no angel either. She learned a valuable rule about being a ragabash. Pounce showed any hindsight, she'd be still here. There's a reason I can swagger up and chat to her in a room the way I can. It's because I know how to get out of it and I can win in a fight. Getting caught like that, that's not ragabashing, that's being naive. I'm an Adrian because I'm smart. And it's a shame. Just take a drink and just looks just more, doesn't look upset, just looks more just tired of that, just weary.
Jason just kind of push away and just go lean against the wall. Like he's still facing the group, but not what he wanted to talk about.
Anyway, to more fucking happier subjects, because fuck. You just shake his head. Well, do you want to hear what I did?
Yeah.
Can you try?
Looks at Helena.
What?
Do you want to hear what happened?
With what?
My Adrian challenge.
The nature challenge?
Yes.
Kind of like looks a little sheepishly.
Goldfish.
His attitude kind of picks up. Okay.
Sorry. You kind of pat her shoulder. Long day. You smile wearily. So, you lean in. I had to steal something. Nobody knew what I could steal it for.
What?
I had to steal a very famous fetish from the Alpha of a Sept.
That seems like a terrible plan.
Mother Larissa wanted a drink.
Are you allowed to tell us now?
I mean, I didn't tell you what I've stolen. You grin. I just had to steal something.
Something you can drink out of.
Maybe.
From your home sept.
Not my home sept.
Or the
From a sept back home.
Yeah.
So, Ireland?
fabled fetish.
I'm from Ireland, yes. Hell no. I'll smile. But
Did you give it
semantic-
back?
it'll be going back in a week.
Okay.
But I'll tell you one thing. I came up against an Afiana rune called Reese. Big balls as brass. You know, thought he was hot shit. And we dueled in Lupus. One shot at him.
Blank.
First hit. Boom. The sept where it was had a special healing thing. So any wounds you sustained were automatically healed. From the river. I also, you put out of his bag and we hold out this jar. Take a drink of this.
What's in it?
Booze. But it's special booze. So who's feeling tired out of among you? Who's feeling really wrecked? Look specifically at Jason because he's a Phyllodox.
That's a fair assumption.
He just sighs,
Take a swig of that.
holds out his hand.
Yeah, and holds it out and take a swig. And when Jason does, he will feel like he's got a full night's rest.
He kind of stares at it.
At some point, is admittedly curiously watching.
That's his Helena, just staring at him.
Is that?
That is very special beer. That they have a very special brewery only in the Umbra side.
Why can't
I
we
mean,
have
to
any of
move
this
to
cool
Ireland.
stuff?
His smile. But yeah, you take a swig of that and you feel like you've had a full night's sleep.
Like, all we've got is rocks.
Rocks and blood.
They had a whole distillery, right? And the spirits and the water spirits were working in the distillery. On the river itself.
Helena turns to 10 point. Bright smile.
At some point, is admittedly looking thoughtful.
Is that like something we can do, or
Sorry, something what?
is that something we can do, or
Oh, I'm very.
Apparently, they said it
Especially-
took a fuck ton of chiminage.
Especially
Well,
if
yeah.
it has been done
You-
before, it's fairly good reason to believe it could be done again.
A year's worth of chiminage, he said.
that's a long
Perhaps.
time?
Perhaps not the same distillery, but still.
And I met a Ragabash. She was lovely. Her name's Clarissa. She'll be coming over in the next few days.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she's moving here.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, you'll like her. She's sassy.
Kind of narrows her eyes a bit.
She's a Khalid, so, you know, she's nice. Nice girl. Good mind on her. And he'll smirk. I saved the alpha of the Sep's life.
How did you manage that? In a sept where people heal automatically and don't have to sleep.
Only on the training grounds, really. But that was the only thing. But turns out spirals had disguised themselves as Gleaming Eye. And they went and pulled a knife on him, and I stood in front of the knife. Silver knife.
Ow.
As you can see, completely fine.
10 points cling level goes up by 5 notches.
I'll tell you the story, right? We were having to do a patrol for an envoy for Gleaming Eye Raven. And we couldn't see anything. And we came by one of the cars that was driving along, following the Gleaming Eye car. The Silver Fangs turned left, and the car kept driving. When the car drove away, I narrowly managed to duck out of the way of one of the wolves that attacked me. I dropped him in a matter of seconds. You'll turn in Jason. Gleaming Eyes is Silver Fang house. Bad news. Just particularly around here.
10 point
Oh.
is slowly getting smaller and smaller.
And we went back to the sept, and it turns out the guy who we had killed was Clarissa's twin brother who had died in the Hellhole fight. A few years back. Well, not a few years back, but around here at the time. And the House Gleaming Eye forbid them from taking the bodies back. So they had to leave the bodies in the hellhole.
So, like, zombies?
No. Some of them are still alive and the worm resurrected them. And they become spiral. So, we brought the body to the True Catcher Seeks the End. And he brought me into the Alpha. And next thing you know, the Gleaming Eye representative tore off their robes, charged at the Alpha, silver knives raised. I stepped in front of the Alpha, cleaved one down. The Alpha cleaved another one, and we all together finished the final one.
That's fucking crazy.
I know, right? Grin. But it was good to be back home. Put some things into perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it might.
You're about to see a lot more Fianna arriving.
How many agreed to come back?
Few. Thanks to me. You grinned.
She adopts a very faint smile, but still is looking somewhat on the low-key end.
I told them what this place was and what it represents. For us, for our people. We have a chance. Chance to show real change. And I'd take that.
What kind of change?
Change that needs to happen. For the kin, for all of us. If we're gonna have these rights for these kin, we need to fight. Because we may have bait off one enemy with guile and trickery. But that won't stop another one.
But it's going to be a continuous battle
So we're gonna need
Ancient
warriors.
until it's
Nation
done
is-
spreading.
Bought with blood.
Pretty much. And we're gonna need warriors. And who else but the Fianna, right? Our love for the kin. This can be what we need.
Yeah.
Our tribe's healing at the minute. There are a lot of us fighting a hellhole over in Scandinavia, and this could be the healing, but also the chance for us to earn our glory. We have hope.
And again, suddenly looks very anxious as she glances over. How empty was it?
Look down. A lot of casualties kept coming back. But it's empty. But still home.
Yeah, it's just a very quiet little nod.
They have more cleats there, though. They have more warriors coming.
Of course. It provides.
Exactly. And now we're going to bring them to places that we need, not just Scandinavia. So this new warder, what's he like?
He's impressive.
He's a silver fang. I kind of have to be, really, when you think about it.
Fairly traditional, Raya.
Not.
Expects people to be addressed by deed name. Such as that.
You turn, actually. You.
She kind of blinks.
There is something I want to say to you, Missy. From now on, you address by deed name, not go Raya constantly, because I got the shit given out to me for doing that, and I learned that bad habit off of you.
And her head kind of ducks, but doesn't seem to have anything to say to it.
You smile. All right, madam. You smile and ruffle her hair. Don't be so. I say it lightheartedly, 10 point.
A very well-established habit, right?
Well, you know what, 10 point? We'll sit down and work it out together. How about that?
There's a quiet nod, but she'll sit herself up a bit, make a point of pulling her shit together.
Jason looks mildly suspicious.
Because we'll just practice it and just get you into a better habit of actually saying proper things. Start talking normally for a change. Give her a grin. Again, he'll ruffle her hair again. Seems to just, constantly check her on her as well. He'll stand up and go get a drink.
Yep, for what it's worth, she does, she gets herself pulled back together and even will go so far as to kind of nudge her head up under his hand. And she'll glance aside. In technicality, terms like Raya, Yuff, and Unrai, they're suffixes. They are meant to be said in the wake of a name, just like one says Mr. or Mrs. before. I have found it is quicker and more impersonal to simply use the term without going into names, without going into long recitations. And they have never corrected it here, so...
I got lectured on it once.
Huh?
Enter the part where 10 Point is explaining that words like Raya, Yuff, and Anrai are meant to be suffixes added respectfully to the end of a name, much like one says Mr. or Mrs. before a name, and explaining that she just got chided because she has a tendency to simply call people by the honorific and nothing else.
Her and 3/4 of the sept, yes.
Well, she wasn't helpful in that. Yeah, the establishment of that habit.
Aiden will eventually come back and just plop beer down in front of 10 Point as well. And just, sit down right beside her.
And I'm going to assume, unless people want drama, that this stuff is clean, as opposed to whatever other random stuff might have been brought in.
It's on sept. I think we purify everything, or cleanse, or whatever.
We pretty much do, in all fairness.
Jason is still leaning against the wall, looking twitchy.
Did I zone out?
Yeah, he did, Han.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
Nod.
So where the fuck is Saoirse?
Helpless shrug.
For fuck's sake.
She might be with the warder. He's taken a certain liking to her.
Link?
She's
Specifically complimented her to me.
She's out in a fucking bout.
But he's taken a liking to basically everyone with any particular amount of pure blood. So
He's a silver one. Kind of matters.
well, I didn't get a kick in the teeth, so I'll survive.
I haven't met him yet.
How's Desmond faring? You grin over at them.
Oh, no,
We talked
guess-
this afternoon.
He's still obnoxious.
Was it productive?
It was, actually. He's still Desmond, but I think we understand each other well enough. So
I thought you two would be. By the time I got back, you two would be cleats by now. But it was smirk.
well, he is,
He was he was a cleat
but you
before
knew
that.
that.
Who to?
Yeah, I'll get there when I get there.
You and Jason, honey.
Oh, it's got a while ago yet.
He's not. How's Fatima
Warder's
doing?
not happy about that, but he'll have to deal.
How's Fatima doing?
All right.
Feisty as ever.
Good.
Arm is as stoic as ever.
That's the get lad, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The scaly one. Yeah.
Nod. Simon brought you. Has Simon done? How much stupid shit has Simon done?
I mean, he keeps knocking me out, but that's nothing new.
You frown.
He only knocked me out twice, I think.
Frown.
Jason
Why-
shrugs.
Why is he knocking you out?
Because that's how we train.
What? How the fuck should you learn
He
anything
shakes his head.
when you're unconscious?
Even Dallas is more forgiving than that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, seems when I leave for a couple of weeks, Simon grumbles under his breath as he takes a drink.
That's nothing new, Aiden. He first started training me. I'm used to it.
Well, tell him he's a fucking moron. It's not how you train somebody to fight.
I did explain to him very patiently that no, we didn't really need to try and see what happened when all of the cubs ganged up on him because that wasn't training for us, that was training for him. So that's a thing.
I'll have a word with him.
Talked him out of trying to use weights as well. That's not helpful.
Like I said, I'll have a word with him.
Side glance.
He'll be calm. I'm just gonna remind him of what a fucking idiot he is. Just shake his head. So Colin's alright. It's good. Everyone's okay. It's grand. It's not.
So tell him about the
Colin's
sunburn.
exhausted. I haven't seen Kailana. Actually, I don't know if we will for a while. She's probably taking the latest news pretty hard.
Hmm?
I heard it this afternoon. The Stargazers are withdrawing from the nation
Oh, Jesus.
until they've rebuilt their numbers.
Yeah.
Aiden,
Yeah?
how many tribes are dying?
Link.
How many?
You shrug. We've lost a lot. As for how many, I couldn't tell you accurately. But we're all losing some. Every day.
He nods.
But that's no reason to get disheartened. It's a war. We're gonna lose people. It's a way of life. If we get disheartened at the first few deaths, then there's no point in even fighting. Each death is not going to be easy, but look at the people in there and look at their faces. Look how happy they are. Is that not worth dying for?
I never said I was giving up. But it's good to know what I'm actually doing.
Death can be hard for anyone, especially when it's your sister or your brother. But you'll see him again.
And he just shakes his head.
Like as if defying it?
Like that's not what he meant.
Oh.
You want to know how many people are dying? You stand up very calmly. Because it makes it easier for you to know the numbers. And the truth is I can't tell you. Because I don't know. I just know that there's a lot dying. I know that right now, a lot of us are fighting over in a hellhole in Scandinavia. And are dying by the hundreds. But they believe. They won a great victory. Don't dwell on how many are actually dying because you'll only just depress yourself. Instead, 2 new cubs arrived to the nation. And they need to be trained. Same as you, same as Helena, Garm, Fatima, whoever. Focus on them. And don't dwell on the dead and dying. That's my advice, Jason.
That's not what I meant. Never mind. Just forget it.
What did you mean then? If you're asking about how many tribes are dying and right after the Stargazers are leaving to recoup their numbers.
And you talk about empty septs and
It's grim,
that's
but it always has been. The empty septs are not a matter of normal warfare with the worm. They're a matter of an incredibly sized hellhole. Brought on by, kind of glances side eyes to Aiden.
Brought on by a war among our people.
And by leaving the place empty, unprotected, or poorly protected, the hellhole was able to grow to an incredible size. So many died fighting Guru versus Guru that there were not enough to send back, and so other seps have had to supplement to put bodies in the place of those that were lost.
And we make that sacrifice.
Wholeheartedly. And Gaia provides us more. But there is still a time that it takes to teach and to train and to prepare a Gru to go into the field.
And this isn't the first gigantic hellhole that's popped up over the years. We've been fighting this war for thousands upon thousands of years. This is what we are. And who we are. But you smile. People look up to you already. And that's a very valuable thing.
yeah.
You give him hope, Jason.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
It's because you're a good man. Just slap his shoulder.
Yeah, I get no end of shit for it too.
Then don't worry. You focus on becoming a Cleith, and then you can start making changes.
That's the plan.
Nod.
I've got faith in you.
You smile over
He
at
just
Helena.
gives Helena this just lopsided smile.
Why? Why
Nothing.
are you staring at me again?
Because you're adorable, that's why.
Oh,
Cinnamon bun.
what?
Nothing.
You pull probably Jason aside very quietly while Tim Point and Helena are talking. He'll whisper and look over at Tim Point. How's she been?
Good, I think. But she's taking the pounds thing pretty hard.
Yeah, I can imagine she will.
Well, she feels responsible.
She shouldn't.
Told her that.
Yeah, she's gonna. It's part of the grief.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her later when I'm rested. And you gesture at over at 10 Point. How's she been?
Her birthday was bad.
I felt it.
I saw it.
Yeah. Who was there?
Me, Colin, Desmond, Razvan. Razvan was trying to stop us from looking for her on her request. But
The Shadow Lord. Where was Saoirse?
frantically looking for her elsewhere in the city.
Just nods his head slowly. Yet Razvan knew where she was.
Nope. No. He found us and told us to stop looking
Why?
because she asked him to, I think.
She asked him, did she?
She asked him to make sure that she was left alone.
Interesting. Just nods to himself. Well, I'll keep an eye on her as well. I'm back now, so I can actually do something about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for being there for her.
Yeah, hopefully I can do better in the future.
I plan to be working on her, so when it comes to her birthdays, we'll have a smoother transition. It's not going to be an easy topic for her, but maybe less of the cutting.
Yeah.
How have you been doing?
Not dead yet.
How have you been really doing?
Took a while to figure out how to sleep after that fiasco in the club. But I'm managing. Finally started learning rights. That's
Nod.
weird.
In pounds. How did you take it?
I think it is fair to say that I am angry at all three of the people involved.
Just 3? Are you angry at yourself as well?
And his face does that thing where it just kind of hardens. Like, I'm not making expressions. Nope. Definitely not.
Because it's alright to be angry at yourself sometimes. The healthier thing to do is admit that you are.
I should have been there.
And everyone who says that,
Of all of the things that I should have been there for that keep happening when I'm on the wrong side of the that of everything.
Jason,
I
you
could have
can't.
stopped it.
You don't know that. There are things I wish I was there for. But I learned that you can't. And wishing you could be for all time will just... it'll consume you.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I know it is. But you can't blame yourself. You look over at Helena. She needs you, not to blame yourself. The cubs need you. Now more than ever, they're gonna need you to be an example for them. It's a heavy thing to ask. That's the price you pay at being an alpha, Jason.
I did not ask for this, Aiden.
I know you didn't. Very few of us do. But you have a duty and
You know the
responsibility.
funny thing? The
Not.
funny thing? I was fucking relieved when I heard Prince Altani of House Blood Redcrest had arrived. I know how blood works around here. Yes, we've been asked to treat him like he's just like everybody else. And we'll do our best, but I was fucking relieved. I was just gonna give it to him. His turn.
And now
He won't take it.
you asked.
Even if I could now, I did. We talked about it.
Jason, if you had accepted, I would have called you the biggest fool on this app.
That's not exactly how the conversation went. But I pointed out that I couldn't after the challenge fiasco. And he admitted that he wouldn't have taken it. And didn't expect to.
Let me tell you something. This is something no Silverfang will tell you. Kingship isn't earned by blood. It's earned by what you do and what you're willing to fight for to get it. And you've bled for these people. You earned that position, Jason. And you fucking fight for it. You keep fighting.
I'm gonna have to.
It's not about half. You have to want to fight for it. Fight for her. Fight for any of the rest of them. More importantly, fight for yourself. No prince, no anything, I'll tell you that otherwise. That's how it really works around here. You fight and you take it. Like I'm gonna take Wormfall.
Don't have any competition anymore. That got taken care of.
Jacob Clay can't touch me.
No, not. Not Jacob. Pounce declared herself Wormfoe. She said nobody else was doing it, so she was gonna have to step up.
To be honest, he just pulled Jason in and probably just, give him that hug. This sigh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just basically just puts his arms around him. Very fatherly.
Jason's a good hugger.
Yeah, he is.
They have a moment.
You turn. It's alright. It's alright to cry.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And it won't be the last.
He's not crying, but he will probably sniffle a little bit.
And it won't be the last.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Remember what I said. Fight for it. Just nod.
Well.
Good. Because I put too much fucking stock in you. You'll smile. So you give up at the first hurdle.
Watch, there a bet on?
No. I just believe in you. You tap his shoulder and we'll walk back over to 10 Point and Helena. Right, I'm gonna go have sex with my wife. So I haven't seen her in a few weeks. I will be back. He'll pat 10 point in the head and whisper, "Meet me at the Bronx apartment in a few hours." And he'll turn and give Helen a big squeeze. Now I gotta go see my lovely, lovely, lovely wife. He'll pick up his stuff and pick up the beer, and we'll walk out.
10 Point was so happy
You
when he
never
walked
seem
back
happy about that.
and deflates.
It's still weird that he announces that.
I think he's hoping someone believes him because he doesn't.
Oh, I'm led to believe he does.
10 Point is just so busy with this string.
Right, 10 point?
Does what?
No, that's 10 point. She'll know.
What? That's
Kind of
what?
like nods her head towards Jason.
What, that he's deliriously delighted to go home to his wife?
Guys are weird.
Her lips kind of pull into a bit of a line, and she shrugs. They're well matched.
That statement in and of itself suggests to me that he is not particularly happy.
Oh no, they will be very happy for a very long time. And I will be walled off of the link for the next 4 hours or so.
What?
That's 10 point. There's a big difference between having sex and having a healthy relationship. Trust me.
How many
Yeah.
healthy relationships have you seen in the nation? It's kind of a tall order.
It still happens, though.
Aiden and Sheila do well with each other. They get along mostly. At the very least, they have very similar goals. Works. They enjoy each other's company. What can you want?
I'd be happy with that.
For people who could die on any given day, it's a good life.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Doesn't sound so bad.
It's not. She finally will go ahead and kind of wind up the ends to the bracelet that she was or the, well, I guess kind of just a practice piece that she was working on to show Helen a couple more different variations of knot patterns to create designs in the bracelets.
So are we being responsible adults and making friendship bracelets or getting drunk? I wasn't actually clear on that.
I don't drink.
Tim Point glances at like one of the like entire pictures that's remaining, shrugs, and just kind of picks it up and starts drinking idly from that.
Jason is just looking at Helena with this expression, like he's
What? I don't.
right.
I'm bad drunk. You don't want to see me drunk. What? What? Why are you both staring at me like that?
He just loses it completely. Like,
Point is-
howling.
It's just smiling so
There's-
tightly and
there's-
so tiny, like at this
At one point,
picture.
there's just this fishbowl.
Tim 10 point, why is he laughing? I don't get it.
Sorry.
You are wonderfully entertaining drunk.
Well, I don't drink, so it's not gonna happen.
I'm hardly about to make you.
It's bad. I think.
Well,
No. Yeah, it is. It's bad.
it depends on the person. We all have our habits and our crutches. But in this case, at the very least, you can rest assured that she reaches out and ruffles her hair. Because that is apparently just what we do to Helena. We ruffle her hair 24/7.
Yeah.
So she reaches out and kind of teasingly, it's a very slight like flick of a ruffle. And once you've joined the family, you'll find it's with a little effort, it will no longer be a risk you have to worry about.
Right.
It is one of the gifts we are taught.
I still don't get what's so funny, though. Just kind of looks back over at Jason, who's slightly recovering from
He's
the epileptic fit
recovering.
he just had, essentially.
He's somebody probably just sticks their head into the room, just stares at him for a second, and is just like, "Huh?" Heads back out.
10 point is very casually drinking out of a pitcher.
No, they're breathing.
She's not even turning pink yet.
I don't get it.
Jason sighs once he's controlled himself and manages to get out with only one giggle. Kind of a giggle snort halfway through. You sorry. I've seen you drunk.
No, you haven't seen me drunk.
It is not something I am likely to have forgotten.
I haven't been drunk since I came to New York.
10 point is now pursing in her lips in the, yep, that's totally true. What a nice pitcher of beer. I think I will continue drinking it. Like,
What?
nothing.
What? Why do you keep looking at me like that?
I am looking at the books and this picture.
Narrows her eyes at 10 point.
10 point is now very pointedly not looking away from the picture, and the nice ambiance
Fine
they're
and
surrounded
rustic
by.
architecture.
Yes, this fine yet rustic architecture.
Why? What? What? Why are you being weird?
She's not being weird, Helena.
I don't get it.
You don't remember any of it, do you?
Remember what?
Remember coming over for dinner?
I came over for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Yep, you, Colin.
Colin,
Saoirse, 10 point. Hayden,
I
obviously.
think. Or no.
No, Colin was definitely there.
No, that was, yep. He was definitely also on the floor. Why did people try to keep up with Aiden's drinking?
Aiden couldn't keep up with Aiden's drinking. He ended up half naked on the balcony.
This is
Probably
very
actually
true.
lucky that he kept his pants on, now that I think about it.
Yes.
What?
Yes, you are.
Oh. Right. She goes bright red.
If it makes you feel better, you kept your clothes on.
Yep.
That's a first. And looks down.
Jason's just like, what?
10 point chokes.
Nothing.
So when was the last time you remember getting drunk?
Like my 18th, I think.
Wait, how old are you now?
21.
Okay.
Why?
I can't tell anymore.
What do you mean? I look like 16 or
There's-
what?
Not that. Just
I know I'm like
he
only
just
5'3".
wildly to indicate like the entire sept. Oh, and he's if you would like to P&E it, he's not going to tell Helena that the fact that she's this like she comes up to like his armpit. It means that he has no fucking clue.
Look,
who
it's
she
my
is.
best dice pool. I'm rolling it. Boom! Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Well, 3 successes. Suck it.
I don't even remember how to roll against that.
Are you trying to conceal the
Manip
truth? Manip sub.
He's yeah, pretty much. I never even took subterfuge. Can I even roll at that point?
You can
Yep.
Just straight
basically
manipulation.
with the I guess it's not columns, but with talents you can roll normally, and if you don't have a dot, you just don't get any extra dice. With skills, if you don't have any dots, it's +1 difficulty, and you don't get any dice. And with knowledges, if you don't have a dot in it, you just can't roll it because it's too specialized. So yeah, you can roll, you just don't get any dots.
2
'cause you don't have any.
successes. So there.
Well, I got 3.
Helena
so I
has
see
a
through it.
suspicion that
I got
Jason
3. I see
might-
through it. I win.
might be slightly disingenuous about the fact that it is merely that Garu seemed to age rapidly. That is to do with telling what her age might be.
You calling me short?
Also, he's full of lies.
Also, he's full of lies. Oh my god.
Do I look 16? Like, really?
I'm not very good at gauging.
No?
Jason?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to a 16-year-old since I turned 18 because that's dangerous.
Wow. Wow. I look like a kid.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Guys are like so mean.
I don't think so. When I looked like you, I had first changed, maybe 10 years prior?
I don't know what that means.
What?
Helpless shrug.
It's weird. I don't.
We first changed young.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like personal. Okay,
sound like
yes,
a kid.
probably calling you short. No, you don't look like nothing about you looks. There is no creepy way to finish that sentence. There's no non-creepy way to finish that sentence. Words.
Well.
Jason turns red.
And she just sticks her tongue out at him. Like, yeah.
I am well aware that you are an adult.
Good.
Is there any more beer?
She slowly pushes over the other pitcher.
And
I was drowning her face in the other one.
For what it's worth, she is now over halfway through the pitcher. Still not even pink.
Nope. Jason will grow slightly less pink as he starts drinking because it means that he's not running his mouth and putting his foot in it.
Helena sips the glass of water she's got. Just stares at them both.
So,
What?
New Talons then.
What about him?
Grain is one of the spirits of Stag's Brood. Though I wonder, she's usually more oriented on altering one's perception. I wonder how hard it is to bind less attuned spirits into a drink. Because if he was...
Wait, what?
And she kind of glances over to Jason. That stuff worked, right? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. It's like Red Bull on steroids, but it tasted good, which is crazy.
I'm not allowed Red Bull.
Blink.
Jason's expression pretty transparently indicates that it is now on his to-do list to find out exactly why, possibly by giving Helen a Red Bull.
Look, out of character reasons, have you seen the film Over the Hedge?
No.
The squirrel.
Yes, I love
The
the
squirrel.
squirrel.
I will let that
Let
mental
me-
image sink in.
Let me simplify this for you. Back when we were teenagers and I first met Ryland, he was the squirrel.
Ah. He probably still is.
Not as much. But yeah,
Fair.
just yeah.
Gotcha.
Think like giving teenage Ryland Red
Yep.
Bull.
Yep.
What would happen?
Oh. Blah.
She just sits there and smiles.
Jason is grinning back.
What?
Nothing.
Some point just leans over and she'll even just to blatantly conspire, will pick up a hand to cover her mouth as she murmurs to Jason, "I'll awaken it." Then sits back up and calmly goes back to drinking her beer as if nothing has taken place here.
Jason's expression suggests that that is perhaps a terrible idea.
She looks very amused at the moment.
What? What? Why do you keep talking, looking at me? What have I done?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
With what?
Nothing.
Oh.
This is really good beer.
Oh, okay.
And yes, Helena, you can tell him about the sunburn and all of that. I didn't go into it while he was on his trial. I'm sure he'd be excited to hear. You did well.
Thinks for a second. Oh, yeah.
You did fucking awesome.
Just kinda stood there and said things.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody else talked to Fatima about that? I haven't brought it up, but
I haven't seen her properly.
Tenpoint looks just the tiniest bit stricken, but shakes her head. I could,
I
but
don't go near the cup dens with those two there.
I don't blame you.
Makes me angry.
Definitely don't blame you.
I'm not an angry person.
Although, if it helps, I haven't actually seen John since the Philodox Council. But
Oh. Well, unless you kind of need me for anything. And looks around, looks to 10 Point especially.
Sooner or later, we should talk about the shrines.
I had a question about shrines. Actually, I've been doing some research, but I wanted to build one if it was okay.
It depends on what spirit you mean to build it to. Keep in mind that any shrine you make must be tended, even after you leave our pass. They cannot be neglected.
It's not to a spirit necessarily.
Brown nets a little bit? Then what do you mean?
I know in a lot of cultures there are holidays and I mean not like holidays, but holy days to celebrate and to remember the dead. And I was thinking maybe they deserved a shrine of their own.
There is a place that could serve the purpose if you wished, or if there was a particular person you wish to make it to. I think it is up to you to decide what is appropriate. But there's nothing wrong with honoring those who have passed. I cannot speak for
And that-
humankind, but in our case, their spirits often live on, and shrines are a good way to stay close to them.
Well, humans are pretty split on the matter, but humans also don't think werewolves are real, so.
This is true.
Really naive and ignorant.
A little bit. Strong denial.
Lots of denial. And doubt.
Probably.
We have made a point of keeping them that way, for what it's worth.
Doesn't help.
No, they bring the pitchforks.
What?
What?
I legit didn't hear that.
Nothing?
But out of character, I didn't hear it.
She said they'd bring the pitchforks.
Oh, yeah, probably.
What?
10 Point just kind of shrugs.
I don't like pitchforks. Gardening.
Not many people do. I mean, I'm given to understand they're useful for hay, straw.
I mean,
I don't
I'll
know
just
what the
use a
difference is.
trowel. Do some gardening or something. I like gardening.
Right, but if you gotta feed livestock, that's not.
Oh yeah, you use a pitchfork to move the hay from the bales into the feeding
Speaking
troughs.
of trowels. Alright,
What?
Speaking of trowels, Alright did
Oh.
provide me a set of gardening tools. Looks sideways to Helena. And there are gardens to be upkept. And certainly could be more sown.
Looks at 10 Point. Looks at Jason. Looks at the beer. Looks at 10 Point.
He just hands the now half full pitcher to Helena.
Looks at the beer. Terrified.
Shrugs.
No, I can't.
Goes back to drinking it.
I gotta look after Colin anyway.
Is he still asleep?
Probably.
You doing alright? Still whole?
Yeah.
The news that Colin is still asleep, and it's now probably been closer to 3 hours and something, just gets a slightly worried look.
Look, it's okay. He's fine. I know.
There's a brief side glance
What?
He never sleeps that long.
Well, he got hit pretty hard.
Well, yeah.
Very true.
What?
And of course, you're not helping him sleep, are you? Like, kind of like tips the pitcher. Like, please tell me you didn't dose the Arun.
What? No.
There's just kind of a helpless shrug.
Why would I do that?
Some people would.
That's
Some
good.
people think that if you're not sleeping, it's a really good idea to.
No. That's bad.
And Jason just kind of looks at 10 Point. You know, encourage you.
Well, no. That's like, no. I've been to bars and stuff. No. Just no.
10 Point is the picture of innocence. She has no idea what you're talking about.
Jason can't actually be mad, so.
I'm not going to drug people.
It's probably not a reliable technique around here anyway.
I don't do drugs. Shifty eyes.
There's a helpless shrug. 10 Point has not thus far lit a cigarette because, well, they're in a library and making books smell like cigarette is a crime.
It is a crime.
It is a crime.
Don't you do it?
She is not doing it.
Good.
Nope. No, indeed.
Well,
Yes, later. We talk about the shrines that you're meant to build.
all right. We can do that.
I think it'll be a fun exercise. You should probably see if any of your lookups might be willing to.
I've already drawn up all ideas and stuff.
Okay.
What shrines are you building? If I can ask.
And she reaches in the overflowing bag, which has now got a small pile of birdseed underneath it on the floor. She pulls out a sketchbook, just opens it, starts flicking through all you can see, like, it is about 3/4 of the way filled with drawings. She just, like, flicks through them all.
Lean over to look.
Helena showed great aptitude in providing a shrine to Fox. The Right Master has tasked her with planning to recreate the shrines for the spirits of the Sept. They are more appropriate to the spirit, as opposed to being appropriate to those who might seek to appeal to them. Too often...
You're rebuilding all of them?
Yeah.
He whistles, which I will not do next to the microphone for everyone's sake.
Oh, why would you do that, though?
It's an option.
But yes, very often even Guru fail to consider the spirit they're appealing to, as opposed to how they know to do it.
Yeah. That's
I know a lot about
Very
animals.
auspicious sign.
yeah. These are neat. What's that one supposed to be?
Mouse, I think? I don't know.
I mean, it looks kind of...
Oh, Trash Panda.
Does Raccoon already have a shrine?
I don't know. I did one anyway because I was bored.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Jason will pause for a minute and, if allowed, just start flipping through and comparing the number of sketches different sketches that there are to the number of actual shrines on Sept.
There's a hell of a lot more to the actual shrines on the shelf. Looks like she just got bored and started drawing shrines of like anything she could think of.
Why does this one have a roller coaster on it?
It's not a roller coaster. Like a river thing. You know, flowing water? Like a little fountain.
Oh.
Look, I was a roommate with like architects, alright? They did a lot of this stuff. Roller coaster.
Well, I mean, it's got a similar sort of... He makes wavy gestures in the air.
I see no loop-the-loops. I don't like roller coasters.
Okay, wouldn't have been a very exciting roller coaster. He shuts up and goes back to drinking the beer. Clearly.
Yeah, do what you're good at. Ugh.
It was actually a shrine to Seagull. We put Fabio on the top of it.
I thought that was a Canadian goose.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
How is he not dead? Oh, Lord.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that
Even
goose broke its neck. That poor goose. Never saw him
Can't
coming.
compete with that hair.
Damn it.
I don't
Hair
get
always
it.
wins.
There was
Anyway,
an instance where a tragic model impacted a goose. And,
High speeds on a roller coaster.
yes, at high speeds on a roller coaster.
oh, shit. Alright. And with that, Helena will stand after Jason has insulted her notebook. Which she's not supposed to have.
Jason
because
does
fuck
seem
you.
to realize that he's in... Jason's reasonably certain that it's 10 Points notebook since it came out of 10 Points bag. The fact that it is covered in birdseed is relatively indicative of this.
It's everywhere. Alright. It's
It is.
just
Well,
everywhere.
Last time 10 Point upended her bag, she's like, "Oh, I can fill the bird feeder." Like,
It's funny. No matter how much you take out, the quantity never seems to disappear.
it's multiplying. It's fine. But in light of the fact that this is getting quite silly, shall we call it a fanciful night of, well, we might as well finish these pictures
Derp.
Oh, yeah.
and derp,
Derp.
and potentially more creative friendship bracelet weaving when 10 Point has had an entire pitcher of beer and finally turned faintly pink.
Derp.
Oh, the derp.
Jason drinks an entire pitcher of beer, and I forget what I roll because it's been a while. Jason is stone cold sober. Jason is more sober than when he started drinking the beer. Good grief.
Good job.
GG.
It was tasty and full of calories. He's bad at this.
Just be like Helena. Be the lightweight.
Oh my god. I think that we will just agree to call it tonight. Sooner or later, 10 Point will bow off from the other two and we'll actually head off Sept. Albeit through the Umbra, because she really doesn't want to hack her antlers back off again. It's kind of complicated by herself. And so yes, with that, I think we'll say thank you, players, for playing, and watchers for watching. We'll see you next time on Derp Across New York.